Hello and welcome to a very impromptu and short show. Really just to say hello to everybody because I've been away for a little while. I've been on holiday, went to Wales, had a lovely, lovely time. I climbed a mountain.
Yes. Yes.
I went down a mountain. I posed for pictures at the top of a mountain. I ate a lot, and in an effort to lose weight, I decided to take up juggling, which I'd not done for 25 years. Unfortunately, at the point where I went to a juggling convention, it was also being co-hosted by a Welsh cake baking competition. So it didn't go too well in the old weight loss, as you can see, clearly. But anyway, I was away, so I missed the Manchester United debacle, shall we say. I got the gist. I did get the gist. I watched a bit of it on Match of the Day. I've been without phone signal for most of the time. Very, very limited internet, which is highly recommended. I've got to say, it's been lovely to escape from it all. So while I caught the general snippets of the result, the unfortunate loss to Manchester United, but I caught that, but sort of missed a lot of the anger, I think, which was a good thing. Anyway, but history's repeated itself because we've just had the Leicester game. And, of course, there's been some controversy again. So I just wanted to pop along, say hello, say I'm back now, and I'll be doing some more videos this week. But I just wanted to just basically look back at the last few days and what's been happening and not pretend that I've seen much of it at all, because I haven't. But I have caught the highlights of the Leicester game. And obviously I know that we started really, really well. Actually, before that, because I say we started well, because we scored a goal and Mikel Antonio was stroking the carpet. The carpet. That's news, isn't it? I mean, I've not been around for the carpet, which has been a talking point. And what a lovely carpet it is too. And I'll tell you what, it's been a bit of, I think, from what I've noticed, some negative comments about the carpet. I think poo-poo, humbug to the carpet, many people have been suggesting. But you know what? That's a world-class carpet, I think. There's exceptional transport links to that carpet. It's and a lot of the other clubs, I think, are highly jealous that they don't have a massive gap between the supporters and the football pitch, so they can't have a carpet. So we should consider ourselves lucky about that. But it does look beautiful, and it is, all joking aside, it is a bit of an improvement over the green rug that was there previously. It's been West Hamified, and it almost works, didn't it? But for some poor officiating for the second game running. Mikel Antonio, of course. We've got a goal here, courtesy of West Ham Highlights. Link is in the description below. Please give him a follow. He posts all the highlights up at the end of each game. But so he went. He wasn't in Wales. He wasn't juggling. He wasn't eating cakes or climbing mountains. Well, it depends. If you look at the view from his stand, he probably did have to climb a mountain to get that view of the game. But we started well. Lovely work from Mark Noble, it seemed. Crossed over. Was it on his left foot? I think it might well have been for Antonio to score, and he angled that just like that. He angled the header down and into the goal. 1-0. Happy Hammers. I did, when I was travelling yesterday, I was listening to a bit on the radio. It seemed that Mikel Antonio was being, I was going to say tortured. Probably the wrong word, but he was being preyed upon. He was being bullied. He was being picked on. There seemed to be, according to John Watson on the radio, systematic fouling of Mikel Antonio to try and beat him out of the game or whatever. Anyway, it didn't work. He did score. And it looked like, it sounded like we had the better of it. I think it's, by all intents and purposes, it sounded like Anderson had a good game. I did see some highlights of a very, very nice dribble that he did, and he went through, and of course he was crucial in our second goal. I think we'd gone, Jamie Vardy had scored just before that, hadn't he? So it was 1-0 at the time. We went 2-1 up, and here's where the controversy is. Because we went 2-1 up. It was from Perez, which was really, really weird, because I always wonder what Perez's best position is. And there he was, popping up as a sort of an orthodox striker, really. It was good work from Anderson, wasn't it? Obiang, who seemed more involved than I've seen him in a long time, sort of curled a shot, hit the post, and I thought Perez did really well to react very quickly to deflect. I've just made a word up. He didn't deflect it, he deflected it. That's a mixture of deflect and divert. So he deflected it into the goal, which I thought he did very well to do so. But we should have been 3-1 up. but it was an offside goal. And, well, Pellegrini saw the goal, and he thought it was offside. I mean, he was quite clear.
Yes, I saw that goal, and he was 1 meter in onside.
But he says a metre. A metre, I mean, to be fair, you could have got a bus through there, couldn't you, really? And then just to highlight this, see, if we just drag the claret carpet over, just to make a line, a lovely offside line, you can't use the claret carpet too much, but he's so onside that you could literally drive a bus through there. But these are harsh times. The officiating has not been great, but we should have been home and hosed by then. It should have been 3-1. Of course, Barnes, is that his name, Barnes? I think his name is Barnes. He came through. The parting of the sea, as we've seen before from the West Ham defence, and of course they made it 2-2, an undeserved 2-2, as I come to understand it. But as Manuel Pellegrini alluded to himself, we have been letting in too many of those goals. So we've let lots and lots of goals. So that's something that needs to be addressed for next season. The other big, what I thought was the big incident of the game was the outing of the lesser spotted, rarely seen, almost extinct Jack Wilshere, who came on, and I believe he touched the ball, and that's great. That's great, because I do like Jack, and I do like the type of football he plays. Obviously, he's injury prone. We need to get over it now. Either it works out for us or it doesn't. But while he's here, I hope he's fit. And there was a good performance apparently from Mark Noble. So no surprise there. Competition for places always raises everybody's game. Maybe Obiang again, because he was involved. He played the pass through, of course, didn't he, for the goal that was disallowed. Again from Perez. But a silly season started. There's been an awful lot of transfer talk. As I say, I've not had the internet. I've been buying newspapers, though. Not a lot of it in there, to be honest with you. But I did notice on Match of the Day last night, though, that Alan Shearer, or was it Jermaine Genius, was picking up on the fact that Marko Arnautovic, who did seem delighted, didn't he, when Antonio scored his goal? I mean, he was as pleased as anybody in the stadium, Marko Arnautovic. But I think Jermaine Genius and Alan Shearer are picking up on the fact that he's not really a striker, doesn't really make those striker-type runs. Although we do have one in Hernandez, so who knows what's going to happen. But what we do know is Marko Arnautovic is now 30 years of age. He's signed up for us. We better get used to him, because nobody's going to buy him. He's signed up for, I think he's signed up for us until he's 54 or something like that on £1 million a day. So we better make it work, really, hadn't we? And hope that we can get a tune out of him. But much more promising in the last couple of games, I do believe. It's quite typical that I've missed him, but I am back, as he says, and looking forward to the run-in, even though we don't have an awful lot to play for. I do think hopefully we can just see a little bit of promise, a little bit of hinting towards what we might see next season, and maybe we're starting looking at the positions that we're going to need to address. Right, I'll be back later. I said I'll keep it short. I really will. I was going to say I've missed you. I haven't. I've been having a lovely time on holiday. But anyway, it's nice to be back, and we'll be doing a lot more of this, and forwards, onwards, marching onwards and forwards. I don't even know why I did this video. I can't even speak. That's what happens when you eat too much cake, people. I will catch up with you very, very soon.